Welcome to season 3, episode 9 of the Burner Syndicate. You are now listening to the realest podcast out here. New era, new voices, same authenticity, no BS. What's going on, Burner fam? Hope you all are doing well tonight. We're almost to the end of 2025 and season 3 is coming fast. I'm hoping that we can reach a new milestone and get into 10 episodes for season 3, and then we'll kick off season 4 in 2026. So we've got a good one for you guys tonight. We'll be talking about the 12 team college football playoff that just dropped last Sunday. Give you our picks, analysis, unexpected potential surprises, and who we expect to be the national champ in the Natty. And we'll also get into a Heisman Trophy debate as well. Indiana QB Fernando Mendoza, he was announced as the winner last night. So we'll get into that a little bit. But before we get into today's guests, Alex and JV, it's been a minute. We're technically like behind 3 episodes, so the audience doesn't really know how y'all are doing for real. But let's just say it anyway. How y'all feeling tonight?
Listen, man, I'm doing fine, man. I got on my quarter zip. Only thing I'm missing is matcha. You know what I'm saying? But
Quarter zip and
but
matcha.
uh, no Nike Techs. And I'm just playing. I don't even have a Nike Tech for real.
No word, living good. I got tea for this episode. Figure I'd switch it up. A little body detox. It's always good for everybody. Also, everybody, if you got a small business, you're trying to promote something, you want to get at us, you want us to give you a little shout out on the show, email us at theburnersyndicate@gmail.com. We're taking everybody and running a little deal right now for the holiday. So if you got a little business you want to promote real quick, just shoot us an email over there. We'll send you more details.
Yes, sir. Sponsorships are coming soon, and hopefully we can get more of
So,
those in 26. But our guest of honor tonight is someone, he was on Burner Talk twice before. The first episode was about lucid dreaming. That was about 4 years ago during season 1 of Burner Talk, so very early stages. And he also came on Burner Talk last year to discuss the Jimmy Butler trade to the Warriors. So my best man, Mr. Simon Wheeler, welcome back to the Burner. Let the audience know how you feeling tonight.
Man, it's good to be back. My schedule's pretty busy these days. I actually chose this podcast over Conan tonight, so uh, Burner Syndicate is where it's at, man. But I'm feeling good. No quarter zipper matcha for me either. I just got back from the gym a little less than an hour ago, so I'm just wearing like just a graphic tee. Got my workout in for the night, so we're good. But yeah, it's good to be back, man. I'm ready to get into it.
Getting the gains in. How was Kimmel last night? I saw you on there.
Kimmel's okay. I honestly not big on him, but the money's good, so um, and speaking of which, you still owe me from the last episode, man. It was a couple thousand,
Yeah,
so if you can get with my
yeah,
people after this, I'd appreciate it.
yeah. We're still paying royalties for that. Burner Talk almost went bankrupt trying to get him on the show. But yeah, we'll get you right by 2030.
Okay, well,
2030, huh?
we'll talk
Yeah,
about that when we're off the air here.
yeah. As soon as BSPN Burner Syndicate Studios is built,
There we
we'll
go.
get you right. We'll get you right.
Yes,
But
sir.
welcome back to the show. As I mentioned in the intro, it's going to be a very college football heavy episode. And I wanted to get into Florida because obviously we're Gator fans. I want to talk about them for a little bit. John Summerall, he was announced as the new head coach hire for Florida. So I just want your unbiased opinion. What are you expecting going into next season with John Summerall replacing Billy Napier? Billy went back to Sunbelt, Sunbelt Billy. He's embracing the name
He's
to
back.
James Madison. Shout out James Madison. They made the playoffs. So yeah, what's your unbiased, unfiltered opinion about John Summerall right now?
Yeah, so I'll try and be unbiased, as a Gator fan. Uh, we were kind of all in on Lane Kiffin. I mean, every Florida fan, that's who we wanted, and not getting him, and especially him going to LSU, who I hate with a passion. That was unfortunate, man. Uh, Florida's had a bad past with like gamble hires, such as Sunbelt Billy. So obviously, Summerall has performed well at Tulane, but also this is a step up into SEC play, and we've just been burned by that time after time. So I'll be honest, day one I was pretty negative. thinking like, all right, well, Florida football, like we had our moment back when Tebow was here, Urban Meyer, but like that's it. Like we just won basketball, baseball's pretty good. We don't do football anymore. But I've sat with the info a little bit, and then he's been making some great hires in these different positions. Like our new offensive coordinator just got the OC of the Year award. He's maintained recruits for the most part, and obviously, like you said, he's about to compete in the college football playoff himself. So um, if we couldn't get Lane Kiffin, he seemed like a solid number two to go for. So I'm pretty excited. So I think he might actually do pretty good.
Yeah, and based off what I've seen, just the press conferences in general, he already has more energy than Billy already.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he's got the passion. And I commented on a Facebook video the other day. I think it was Billy like introducing himself to the James Madison football team. And I said, Billy couldn't motivate me to get off the couch and go to the fridge and get a sandwich. He's just very
He's a Billy guy.
monotone. Yeah, very monotone. He's got that same smirk, but yeah, John Sumrall, he's got a fire. He used to play in the SEC too. I think he was a linebacker at Kentucky
That's right.
back in the day. And yeah, he hired an offensive coordinator, so I'm hyped already. Billy never did that.
Yeah, he's already done more than Billy did. So um,
Exactly.
yeah, Billy he lacked a passion that you need to see in a head coach. Like there's a missed call or a garbage call, your coach needs to be in the ref's face yelling, like staff pulling him back. I don't think we got that a single time with Billy, and we saw that in Tulane's last game. Um, Billy Napier, he as a guy, he seems like a great guy, so I wish him the best, honestly. And he's inheriting a program that is also about to perform in the college football playoffs, so he landed at a pretty
Mm.
good spot, all things considered. So I got nothing against the guy, just didn't work out at Florida. So honestly, I hope it works out for him.
Yeah, for sure. And I've seen Summerall do a sit down with Steve Spurrier and Urban Meyer, and you know they advocated for him as well as two Florida legends. So I'm hoping
Yeah.
it all works out in the end. And they said they were like pretty involved in the hiring process with Summerall. And at first, I wasn't excited because it's another guy from the Sun Belt. He came from Tulane and he was at Troy before that. He has the exact same record as Billy. I think he was 41-11. Billy was 40-12 at Louisiana. So the timelines kind of matched up. And he was there for 4 years. Billy was at Louisiana for 4 years. Is literally the exact same resume. So that's what scared me a bit. But yeah, like I said, what I've been seeing, the staff hires, everything else, the energy he's bringing, recruiting, he maintained a lot of Billy's class, like you said. So yeah, I'm excited as long as we keep, Dallas, Burnell, DJ, Lagway. I don't think they're going anywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm
Jaden
excited.
Ball. And
Yeah, Jaden Ball. Yeah,
next season's schedule is pretty favorable, I gotta say. Last two seasons have
yeah,
been like very tough schedules.
yeah. It's not the
Obviously, there's still
gauntlet of
good teams
hell.
on there, but also let me say this is the we don't have Tennessee on there next year, which is weird, man. Like,
Yeah, that's gross. We don't have LSU
yeah,
either. I hate that.
yeah. I see. I love those playing those games, man. Like, I hate those teams. Don't get me wrong, but so it's a weird schedule, but it's not too tough, all things considered, being an SEC team. So we'll see what he can do.
And there's no Miami. I don't
No
think.
Miami.
Yeah, that's right. No Miami.
We
But
go
We
that
had
to
to
that's a good
save
thing for
y'all.
us. That's a
We had
good
to
thing for
save
us.
y'all, after the past 2 years. Y'all had to be saved. So,
Hey, Alex, are you a Miami fan?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, man. I
20
don't. Jay, I might have to get out of this
2026
episode,
college
man.
football playoff champions
Yeah, for some reason, I was thinking you were like a Texas fan for some reason. I don't know why I thought
for
that.
baseball. For
Oh,
baseball,
you know
yeah.
what? That's right. You almost
For
went. Okay,
baseball.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, I went to this past baseball season. I went to Florida at Texas. I was there for that series.
Oh,
I
was
don't know
it?
if we had talked about that at all, but yeah,
I'm
at Texas is an awesome environment, man. People
telling
were
you.
very friendly.
The turf being dark too is the wildest thing for
Yeah,
Texas too.
it's different out there, man. It was a great experience. And Florida got the series win, 2 out of 3, so go Gators.
Yeah. Those are always fun series to watch. The two solid teams, good resumes. It's
Yeah,
always fun to
great
watch.
baseball programs, absolutely.
Um,
Texas's turf is dark in football too. Do they do that for all athletics?
I don't know. It's some nonsense though. some nonsense. Like first day out there, dude, I thought I was about to have a heat stroke.
Oh, for
Ran
real?
like yeah, ran like three sprints and it was like 110 and it was like 7 o'clock at night on the
Oh,
field.
is that why they do that? Is it like a home field advantage?
I don't know, dude. I thought it was a disadvantage. The amount of waters
Oh,
I drank in a 30-minute span.
oh man. Yeah, because I noticed like when I watch Texas on ABC or whatever, like you can see the football field is so dark compared to other SEC
Yeah.
fields. It doesn't even look like real grass.
Nah, and it shouldn't be in a place like Texas. I will say
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were a Texas fan for the longest too. I know you like North Carolina and basketball. And yeah, people get on me for liking two different colleges, but you like Texas, Miami, and North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm a mutt.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I like Florida and Kansas. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, nothing wrong with it at all. It's two different sports. Duh. It'd be different if I was like, yeah, Texas football and Miami football, and then they play, and I look like a bozo, you know. But
Yeah.
nah, it's two different sports. So
Yeah. The only time I've had a dilemma is when Kansas basketball played ETSU, but that's different. I,
thanks.
I gotta support the Bucks. Gotta support the Bucks. But yeah, before we get into we're gonna go ahead and get into the CFP bracket. I'm excited to talk about this 12 team bracket. I'm gonna go ahead and get Jay's parlays out the way. You either get right or you get
Left.
Left.
Simon didn't say it. Okay,
Sorry, man. Sorry. I was cooking a joke in my head, man.
he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
What was the joke? What was the joke? Is it too late?
Uh, I was
Lost the
gonna say
punchline.
something about if we match your lays, something about us getting losing all our money, getting broke or something like that.
Oh
That's the route I was gonna go, but
man, I think JV said something like that before earlier. Yeah, JV's been cooking me. He's trying to accumulate all the Jay's parlays numbers. They may be bad. They might not be. I don't know.
Oh,
It
that's coming
probably
out
is.
great. That's the season 3, episode 10. Y'all be
Yeah,
ready. The final stats are coming out.
yeah.
oh,
I guarantee you, it's
I don't even know if you can pull
Sacramento
that up.
Kings record, Washington Wizards record, Brooklyn
It's
Nets
like
record.
it's historical archives now. I'm gonna have to do some digging for that. But
It's
I
like
got four
20,
games.
2015 76ers or something.
Oh God, the Bobcats.
Oh yeah.
man, those are
Oh
the
Lord.
days where the
It's not
Sixers
that
would
bad.
win like 10 games every season.
Yeah,
Yikes.
the process. They're still processing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, Jay's parlays. I think I'm at least 500. I have to be. But for this week, I'm going four games out of the playoff, obviously. So we're gonna get more into the bracket as we go on. But I'm just doing the first round games. So first, I got Bama money line over Oklahoma. Second, I did not write that down correctly. Oh yeah, Oregon covers the 22-point spread against James Madison. I think that should be a blowout. Congrats, James Madison, for getting in, but it's not going to last long. Tulane, I believe they will cover the 18-point spread versus Ole Miss. Tulane played Ole Miss earlier in the season and got the break speed off them. It was 45-10. But Ole Miss doesn't have Lane Kiffin. They don't have their coach. Tulane has played Ole Miss already, so they know what to expect. So I think they can cover an 18-point spread. That's just what I'm thinking. But they might get the break speed off them again. There's no telling. And then lastly, I got Miami money line over Texas A&M. It's at College Field. It's a night game. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Miami is super talented.
I don't know about that last
I
one,
think
man.
Miami is super
Oh,
talented.
it's
Yeah,
It's a tough pick.
I
crazy.
was, I was thinking
It's a
something
tough
That's
else.
pick.
But
crazy.
It's a tough pick for that one because A&M is at home, so I want to pick A&M. But I don't know. I think Miami's really talented. They got the guys on defense. Carson Beck scares me, but I'm
Dude,
taking Miami.
see, Carson Beck scares me too. But what do you do against the best D line and O line in college football?
I
throw the
think
God,
ball.
that's going to make or break the game right there.
that's what I'm
Is
saying.
if they can contain Marcel Reed, but they got the two of the best edge rushers in college football in Mesidor and Bain. So
Like their O line's gonna be tired. We're gonna give them hell, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be
it might
fun.
come down to which Carson Beck shows up, man.
Yeah.
That might be
Shoot, if
it.
we give him a pocket and he still throws 3 picks, I'm turning it off.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's gonna be a hell of a game. That should be the best game in round one, I think, for sure. But yeah, those are my four picks. But yeah, just building off of that, let's go ahead and get into it. So first round, we got 5 versus 12, Oregon against James Madison, the 12 seed coming from the Sun Belt. So yeah, what do y'all think about James Madison getting into the playoff group of five
I,
team?
I think we all got the same answer for this matchup, though. I hope. Yeah. I
No
mean,
Cinderellas in this
congrats.
tournament, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like, congrats. Like, y'all did y'all thing, but Oregon ain't the team you gonna sneak by. I'm sorry.
Oh,
They're
sir.
dogs every year. They're that sneaky dog every year. You're not. No. Like it's a good end to the Cinderella story. They should be proud because there is no way they're even covering any bit of that spread. Like that's them being
Yeah,
generous.
it's three
Like
touchdowns, three
yeah, that's
touchdown
them being
spread.
generous. They might not score. Like let's be real.
I think the spread should be 31 at least 28. But
Like it's gonna be a playoff game where we see the third string come in. It's gonna be crazy.
yeah, it's like how do y'all feel about JMU getting into the playoffs just adjacent to March Madness? You got teams like UMCB who beat Virginia a few years ago. And a lot of people don't like teams like JMU and Tulane getting into the playoffs. But when you think about March Madness and those types of upsets happening in college sports, how do you feel about this? Because JMU got in over Vanderbilt, Notre Dame, teams like that. So how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, man, I think it's tough, especially with Notre Dame. I think they're better than a lot of the teams that made the playoff. However, um, the whole reason we expanded the playoff was so that at least the core, like the top dogs, are for sure in, and the top dogs made it in. So if we expand the playoff and we add, however many teams you want to mention, there's still going to be that last few teams that don't make it in, and their fans are always going to be upset. Um, but so we'll take someone being upset around that, just barely top 15 mark, as opposed to being like the number 5 team in the country not making it in. I mean, this kind of thing is going to happen every year, unfortunately. But it is what it is. That's just like they've built that system this way where group of 5 teams can make it in. We've known that. This isn't new. And with Notre Dame specifically, join a conference, bro. That's what I gotta say. Like they've been benefited off
Exactly.
that for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to actually join a conference for real. That's my take
Uh,
on it.
I can't believe
Exactly.
they forfeited their bowl game too.
Yeah.
That
I
is
hope they
crazy.
go undefeated next year because it's gonna be another FSU story. I don't care what your record is. Sit down, go home.
Yeah. I feel like you could have 132 teams in the playoff and somebody's going to complain. So, yeah,
Facts.
nobody's ever going to be satisfied with the playoff bracket. But,
Exactly.
Facts.
but yeah, what's y'all's predictions for Oregon JMU? Any score predictions?
56-3.
That sounds right. 50 something. Maybe they might get 10, maybe when the third stringers come out.
We might give them just a little bit of grace, just so they can
Yeah.
add it to the record book. Yeah, we have X amount of points scored in the college football playoffs.
Uh, I did a I did a simulation on college football 26 and JMU covered the spread. So they had that.
See, but I feel we can't judge that because the NCAA be having JMU's quarterback look like a dog. They got him looking like prime Vic on the game. So
uh, JV, what you got? Score prediction.
Well, did you say like 55-3 or something?
Yeah,
Probably like I don't know, 32-7 maybe.
32-7.
I got Oregon winning, but I don't know. Was James Madison that good this year?
They went 11-1, but they're a group of five team.
yeah,
So
They're good for who they
the
So,
played.
yeah, they're
so
good for
who,
who they played. The hardest team they played on their schedule was Washington State, who they beat by 4.
um,
And they
um,
lost The other Power Four team they played was Louisville, and they lost.
Oh, well, never say never. I mean, upsets are meant to happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't know. Football's a weird one. It ain't like March Madness. Like football, especially with a team like Oregon, where when Nike CEO says, I'm giving y'all unlimited resources for the year, so they can go out and get just every 5-star build you have. And then you get a smaller school who you might have 1 5 and a whole bunch of threes. Like there's a big difference when your middle linebacker average is 6'5" versus 5'11". Like there's a
Mm.
giant difference you're gonna have to face, and that's every down of the game. Like, and to make it worse, you got to travel across the country and you got to play on enemy turf. It's a slaughter.
And
Like I see it now.
They
oh
just they
yeah, I
just
think
better
it's
hope
dope.
Oregon let they just better hope they let their cleats in Oregon.
Shoot, Oregon can show up in flip flops, dude, and they still running that field.
Yeah, I think it's dope that we have a first round game in Austin Stadium too, because that's one of the best home fields in college football. So that'd be cool to see. And the next matchup is Tulane and Ole Miss. We got Florida head coach John Summerall in the playoffs, like we mentioned earlier. I already gave you my pick and my reasoning. I think it'll be closer than people expect just because they've already played each other. So Tulane can game plan a little bit more. And yeah, like I said, no Lane Kiffin. They got their DC as head coach, Pete Golding. So what are y'all expecting from the 6 versus 11?
Yeah, I think I agree with you that Tulane will cover. Um, if it was Lane Kiffin coaching again, I think it'd probably be a similar score to as the first time they played. But
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not sure how the players are going to respond having lost their head coach. I mean, this was one of the best seasons in Ole Miss football history, and then their coach still left for a different program in the middle of a playoff season. Like,
I think it was
what
the
does that
best
do to your
season
mental,
in Ole
right?
Miss history.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't know. If I was a player, that's like tough to like, man, this is what our team is. Like, we've been this good, and he just left for LSU. I mean, can't blame him. Um, the players, it just depends on how they respond. Like, they might shut down and like not play well because of that, or they could use it as an opportunity to respond and be like, we are a legit team. Like, the Ole Miss is a legit program. Um, and you got to get through Tulane first to prove that. But and I do think Ole Miss will win. Just they have a very talented team, and Tulane, while good for uh, who they are, they also, similar to James Madison, did not have a tough schedule. Like they're just there because they won their conference. Um, so I think Tulane will play pretty well, and it might be close at halftime, but Ole Miss probably takes over, maybe wins by like 2 touchdowns, something like that.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss just has to keep a lead because I think without a head coach, as you say, especially in a playoff game, I mean, that's a hard thing to recover from. If they keep that game close and it comes down to true coaching moments, you could have any coach against a team with no coach, no matter how good they are. That's a hard situation to be in. Someone on the sideline that's actually micromanaging the game versus they're letting the OC, who's also leaving to go get paid, letting him step up to coach it. Like it's a weird, messy situation that I don't think he's ready for because that's why he's still signing as an OC instead of a head coach. Like let's be honest. So I mean, that's the only one I think could be a toss up. I still want to go with Ole Miss, but if they let that game get close, we could have an upset.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only one I think there's any potential for an upset. But yeah, go ahead, JV.
yeah, I think Ole Miss is gonna win, but I don't think that's necessarily gonna matter because I don't see either team beating them Bulldogs.
That's
He's
true. They're
Preach.
playing to
skipping
lose,
ahead.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah, like,
reward is Georgia in the second round in the Sugar Bowl.
yeah,
Thanks.
Yeah,
A well rested Georgia too. Like
yeah, yeah. He said the first round don't matter, but yeah. So we all picked Oregon and Ole Miss so far. Next matchup is Alabama and Oklahoma. We're getting to the two you would think are going to be the good games for the first round. Should be pretty close. So got Alabama versus Oklahoma. Alabama just got throttled in the SEC championship. People were deciding if they should have even made it in over Vanderbilt. So this would be interesting. Oklahoma came into Tuscaloosa. They came in the trap. They beat Bama a few weeks ago, which that shocked me. Oklahoma's offense is not good. John Mateer is great. He's a great quarterback, but Oklahoma's offense, they're just not explosive at all. And that's the reason I chose Alabama. I think they're going to come back after that loss to Georgia. And it's also a revenge game because Oklahoma beat them in Tuscaloosa earlier in the season. So I can see Alabama winning that game.
Alabama's a weird one. They always bounce back, no
Yep.
matter what. Bama is a bounce back school. And the fact that this is a revenge game, it is the playoffs after everyone's like, why do you guys even deserve to be here? Yeah, it might be bad for Oklahoma. Kind of think I got Bama on top, and it's gonna be by a good little margin.
Alabama, they got really hot there in the middle of the season. They had like it was like 5 or 6 straight ranked wins or something like that. After
Yeah.
I don't know how they lost to FSU. We won't even address that. But when Oklahoma beat them, it was a close game, and that was while Alabama was on that slump. So assuming Alabama is awake now, which like Alex said, like they bounce back historically, they always do. I think they're going to play a whole lot better, and it's really tough to beat the same team twice, and that's why I had Georgia beating Bama. I didn't think they were going to beat them like how they did. Um, but yeah, it's tough to beat the same team twice on this caliber. So I think Alabama's going to take it, and it's kind of similar to the last one. It might could be close at halftime, maybe, but I think Alabama handles them pretty well.
Um, yeah, I kind of want to pick Oklahoma just because they did look good to me during the beginning of the season. But I don't know. It's Bama, man. It's like you can't count them out. No matter who's coaching, no matter who's out there. It's like the Nuggets. You can't count them out or something like that.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
fair
all about the talent.
assessment. That's fair.
But I don't know. Do you think either one of them could beat Indiana?
Well,
Yes. That WAC conference, I don't even want to talk about that. Yes. The SEC is running Indiana.
whoa,
Yes.
whoa, whoa. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I got
All
something to
right,
say
all
about
right, all
that.
right, all right, all
Yeah, I got something to say about that. But
Yeah. Well, let me say, I will say, Alabama getting in was like a big controversial thing too, at 3 losses. But I'm okay with it, me personally, because they played in the conference championship. Like, I don't believe we should be punishing teams for competing at the highest level of their conference, while a team that got to
mm,
watch from home gets to profit off their loss. Like, I don't agree with that. So I thought it was a good call to have Alabama in there, me personally.
and yeah, it was like I said, if they would have left Alabama out in the future, it's gonna de-incentivize people from wanting to play in the conference championship. So
We'll be sitting out.
yeah, they couldn't have left Bama out. Although I wanted to see Vandy in the playoffs personally. Pavia Mania. I feel like that would have been dope to see them in the playoffs. But
Hmm.
great season for Vandy, by the way. Next first round matchup is Miami and Texas A&M. Yeah, I told you my thoughts on this one already. This should be a hell of a game. It's in Kyle Field. Yeah, I got Miami winning this one, man. That's just my pick. I don't know who to go with, honestly. But Miami's got so much NFL talent. Texas A&M does too. But I just think it's going to be a matter of the trenches, battle of the trenches, and whoever wins that wins the game.
You already know my pick. I ain't even saying nothing.
Biased.
Not even biased.
bias,
We're running it. We're running
bias.
Texas.
Use down.
Boo this man, boo him.
Y'all see. Y'all will see come game time. Y'all will see. Y'all all
I,
gonna get a text from me.
I'm excited for this game. I think it will be a good game, but A&M's been really good all season. They got the one loss to Texas right when they got kind of hot. Arch Manning finally started playing good. Um, I don't know, man. I don't see Miami winning this one. I gotta say.
Yeah, it's
I,
at home. It's at Texas A&M. That's the main reason I'm
Oh
teetering
man.
on
Hey,
this pick.
oh
similar
Lord.
weather. Similar weather. right? We're gonna be similar
Yeah.
weather. Miami, we're not a big fan base school. Yeah, fans don't really play a big role. The opposing team ain't gonna play a big role, so we just play football.
I
So
say
I ain't
y'all gonna
really
fill the
worried.
stadium.
Nah, I mean we play at an NFL stadium. You gotta think like the
Yeah, that's
environment.
fair.
We don't have like a college environment that we have to play in. So like all of our players, they don't conform to that college environment. I mean Carson Beck, that's a different story, but that's because he came from Georgia. They could have kept him too, but I mean, it's different when just the environment of that stadium is a whole lot different. For us to go into this big college football heavy stadium and the teams
Mhm.
never we don't really care about it. Like it's not been one of those factors that really decide the game for Miami. I don't think the home field advantage is really going to play that big of a role.
Honestly, if Miami had Harvard or Holy Cross in the first round, and it was at Holy Cross, I think Holy Cross would win. They can't play in -5.
Facts.
They can't play in -5 degree weather.
Hey, we're just like the Dolphins, dude. We're just like them.
Yeah, exactly. They Miami boys can't play up north.
See, and we're gonna have a packed out stadium because it's hard to pack out Hard Rock. So it's I think they're gonna love playing under the lights. So it's gonna be a
Yeah,
draft stock
and
booster.
Miami went into Doak Campbell. That's one of the toughest places to play. That's when Florida State was still decent. Like they had just come off the Alabama win.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That we killed their momentum for the season. Let's be honest.
I think that loss is what screwed Florida State for the rest of the year.
That we played some psychological warfare. I mean, you saw Florida. Would y'all have 7 first downs? I mean, let's be real. That
Yeah.
it's like Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan to get hit in the face. That defense, that punch to your quarterback when he's been on his ass 10 times at halftime. Yeah, that's when he starts being like, I got to take over. And then Pick City, here we come. So
Yeah. I can't believe we had 7 first downs. That's insane.
It's embarrassing, but I mean,
Yeah.
Kentucky beat us bad too. That was a bad Florida team.
Yeah. Kentucky beat us what, 38-7?
Yeah, something like that. And
Yeah.
then I'm a Jaguars fan, and on the next day, that's when the Jags blew a 20 something lead to the Texans. It was a rough weekend for me.
Hmm. It's bad all around for me. The Giants have the number 1 pick right now. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm struggling in the football
hey,
world.
real quick, let's talk about that kick real fast while we're on this topic. How, as
Young
a
way.
NFL kicker, at the highest level, you kick the ground, big dog. Like you don't even see that in a high school game. Like even a pee-wee game, you ain't seeing a kicker kick the ground, dude.
That had to be Vegas.
Dog.
Bro, the way he kicked that is how it looks like when I'm trying to golf and I hit the grass and not the ball.
Yeah, yeah. Same here.
Like I'm just hitting straight dirt. I can't get it off the tee when I play golf. That's exactly what that kick looked like.
But look how much
Yeah, well,
money he's making to kick the ground.
he must have been thinking about
Mm.
it too much.
Mm.
If you pay me millions to kick a football, I don't care. I'm going to hit the football at least.
Yeah, it's going somewhere. It might not be in the uprights, but it's going.
Yeah, like I ain't hitting the ground. That is crazy. I'm like, I need like the ESPN fact that when was the last time that happened? Because that might have been the first time ever. Let's be real.
I don't think it ever has happened. Not in the NFL, at least.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, that's unbelievable. But you see why the Falcons cut him. So man, let's see. Let's go
Mhm.
ahead and get to round 2 games. Let's start with Oregon and Texas Tech. I believe it's in the Orange Bowl. That is, yeah. Oregon and Texas Tech. I gotta go. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I did
That'd be
prepare
solid,
it.
man.
I was going off the dome. Yeah, I kind of want to go Texas Tech in that game.
Hmm.
They got a Heisman candidate linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. They're solid on both sides. Barry Morton is QB. Um, yeah, like just all 3 phases of the game, Texas Tech is really good, and yeah, they beat BYU twice to win the Big 12. I can see Texas Tech winning that game. So who y'all got?
I'm gonna go with Oregon ultimately. I do think Tech is legit. They are a really good team, and I do think it's gonna be a very close game. I'm talking field
Mm.
goal or a touchdown difference potentially.
Yeah,
So it's one it could go either way in my opinion, but I don't see Oregon losing it ultimately.
fair enough.
Sam, I got to go with Oregon. I think they kind of have something to prove this year. I mean, especially with Nike CEO saying like, I want to see a title this year, all the money at their disposal, and
Mm-hmm.
also neutral site. I mean, it's just going to come down to talent at the end of the day. And I mean, Oregon is that team. They play a lot of big teams every year, even in regular season. This year, they didn't necessarily have the hardest schedule they've had in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but Oregon is still no slash to talent at all. So I got to rock with the Ducks on this one.
Think is this the first time we disagreed? Oh wait, no. Yeah, Simon P. A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. Go ahead, JB.
I'm go. I'll go Oregon. I haven't really paid too much attention to Texas Tech, but I think Oregon can. I mean, Texas Tech could win. I'm gonna go with Oregon.
It's gonna be a close one. I think Jacob Rodriguez should have been in Heisman consideration too. He's Texas Tech star linebacker, but yeah, that'll be a hell of a game. Him versus Dante Moore, and then next matchup you got Bama and Indiana. Alex had something to say about this. I want to hear this after I get done with my analysis. Okay, so yeah, we got number one versus number nine. I'm going with the 13-0 Indiana Hoosiers here over Alabama. Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, they're coming off a high. They got the momentum. They just beat Ohio State, the defending national champions. Ohio State is way better than Alabama this year. If they can beat Ohio State, they can beat Alabama. That's all I got to say.
But you got to play another team like that. And you let Bama get hot after this Oklahoma game. Like if Bama comes through this Oklahoma game and absolutely rails them, Indiana, you're gonna have first of all, you're gonna have the Heisman curse too. He's not Joe Burrow. He's not gonna come out in the playoffs throwing dots again. Like he got everything he needed to get. They already said he's transferring. Like this man has proved everything for this season, win or lose.
Mm-hmm.
Bama has a lot to go on this season. Like they're not done. Their goal is to be right back against Georgia. And then, that's that toss up again. But I don't know, dude. We're gonna say Ohio State, yes, they're good. But let's be real. That little weak conference, they play nobody the whole year. And even
they
on their
they won the Natty. They just won the Natty.
yes, last year that team was raw. And I even picked them to win the Natty last year. But this year, dude, no. That team does not look the same. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad, but let's be real, who they playing? They played what? Texas, who we figured out we didn't realize till the end of the year was trash. Let's be real.
Said that
Okay,
Texas
and
is
then
Average,
garbage.
yeah,
average.
in Michigan, I mean, it's Michigan with a true freshman quarterback. I mean, and they trade every other year. They lost to Michigan last year. We knew they were going to win this year. That's the rule of the game. But Indiana, no, I don't know, dude. To me, it felt like
Okay,
a
yeah.
fluke game. It felt like a fluke.
Indiana also went to Oregon and beat Oregon. Indiana's legit. I don't see Alabama going to Oregon and beating Oregon.
You're still sleeping on your team is in the SEC. You're still sleeping on the SEC.
I am sleeping on the SEC. Indiana's legit. They beat Oregon. They beat Ohio State. They proven themselves. They got the Heisman winner. I don't see any reason they shouldn't be able to beat Alabama. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout or anything, but I think Indiana gets it done. Kurt Signetti keeps it rolling.
It's gonna be great though. But also, let's take that's week round two. That kind of you got playoff experience that then comes into play. And that entire Bama team has been groomed for the past 20 years about playoff experience. So the pressure under the big lights. This is a new spot for Indiana. This ain't a new spot for Bama.
Let's see. Yeah, they lost to Oklahoma, struggled with Auburn. That's the Iron Bowl. So that's going to happen.
That's
Struggled,
every year.
struggled with South Carolina, struggled with LSU. They beat Tennessee. So yeah, I don't know. This just isn't one of the best Bama teams we've seen in years. And they lost Jan Miller, their running back. So Indiana's
Let's be
healthy.
real. The
I think they
reason they're
get in.
not Bama is because of Saban. Talent wise, they're still Bama. They just don't have Saban.
Mm.
And that's
Yeah,
going to show. Hoosiers
yeah,
in 4.
they're
Saban's on the
they're on the
couch.
decline. With this one, how Alabama plays against Oklahoma is how I'm gonna really call that one. I would agree with Alex if Bama comes out and destroys Oklahoma, it's not even close, and that's the Alabama we get during the playoff. I think they could upset Indiana. However, Alabama is gonna have to play like perfect. They're gonna have to play really well because Indiana's offense is ridiculous. Um, but Indiana has a lot of pressure on them, especially after beating Ohio State, like you said, defending champions.
Hmm.
I don't know. I almost argue they have the most pressure on them right now to perform, especially the way their coach has been talking. I could see them being a little bit arrogant right now and sleeping on a team like Bama. Um, it's really hard for me to say because I do need to see Bama play Oklahoma first, but it's going to be one that I think is going to be pretty close. Um, Give me the Tide, man. Give me the Tide with the upset. Indiana's cooked,
Crazy.
bro. Give me the Tide.
It's also in the Rose Bowl too. You remember what happened last time Bama was in the Rose Bowl? Nick Saban's last game, they lost to Michigan. Keep that in mind.
Hey,
But
but
yeah,
let's be real. That Bama team was trash. They only put them in because Saban said, I'm done. Let's be honest. That was we need Saban to get an attempt. Like that Bama team was not better than
I
Georgia.
think. Wait, that was the Bama team that got in over Florida State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
I mean, that game went into overtime, didn't it? It was a close game.
yeah, yeah. It went OT.
Yeah.
but I was gonna say I agree with Simon. I think Alabama's gonna have to play damn near perfect against Indiana. If they do, I think they could probably. Well, I ain't gonna say too much. I'm just saying they gotta play damn near perfect. Because,
Wait, you got Bama?
uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with Bama.
Okay, so yeah, it's 3 against 1. First two matchups in the second round.
But let's be real. If Bama is still Bama talent wise, right? If Bama plays perfect, they won the natty. But if that team plays
Mm,
perfect, that is the natty.
I don't know,
Bama at its hottest is still unstoppable.
but they have to do it consistently though. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna be able to because they're not gonna have. They don't have
just
that. DeBoer is not like
yeah,
Saban where
yeah. I'm saying
He's
Bama's
not
not consistent.
vocal. Yeah, he's not vocal.
They don't
But
have the same discipline.
maybe if he wants to all of a sudden get vocal in the playoffs and actually keep them grounded. Oh my gosh, dude! Everybody in
maybe,
Bama
maybe,
will shut up about what they've been saying about bring Saban back.
But yeah, Bama's
maybe
inconsistent. I just don't
maybe they'll
trust
have to do a Nick Saban, Uncle Drew, put him in disguise and have him on the sidelines.
it.
Dude, I don't even put it
Yeah.
past them.
Anything to win. Yeah. Next matchup we got is the Sugar Bowl. Number 3 versus number 6. The Lane Kiffinless Ole Miss versus Georgia. That is, yeah, I mean, that should be a pretty easy pick. Ole Miss, they actually gave Georgia hell earlier in the season, but once again, that was with Lane Kiffin. The final score was 43-35. Ole Miss was up most of the game. Georgia pulled a Georgia in the fourth quarter and came back and won. So, yeah, I mean, Ole Miss can obviously compete with Georgia because they only lost by 8 in Athens, but I think Georgia gets this done.
That was Ole Miss's only loss, right?
Yep, by
Yep.
8 to Georgia.
Yeah, man. If it was a Lane Kiffin Ole Miss, I might would go with them, but unfortunately it's not. I think Georgia's gonna beat them, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, easy enough said. No Lane Kiffin. It's raps. I mean, Georgia's that team where everybody's got to be perfect on all cylinders, coaching
Yep.
down to even the water boy. You got to have that water at perfect temperature. Like, nah. Yeah, you ain't beating
Well,
Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, wise man once said, "Hey, I get my peaches out in Georgia." So going with Georgia.
Yeah.
All right, Bulldogs. All four of us got Bulldogs, and then last second round matchup is the Cotton Bowl. Number two, Ohio State versus either Miami or Texas A&M. So I got Miami in that game. That'll be a good matchup either way, Ohio State versus A&M or Ohio State versus Miami. But I got Ohio State advancing regardless, whoever the opponent is.
Yeah, I hate to I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't see it. I mean, Ohio State's still nice. Don't get me wrong. That's this Ohio State team's still the weird one where they're still it's not a full Ohio State team because it's still a halfway an SEC team as well, where they got all the transfers. So it's still like that team is just goaded. And I mean, every team's got to lose before the trial fire happens. It's just that's what builds the championship. So the fact that they lost for the playoffs, now that they know,
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's get right. Yeah, I don't know if it's even gonna be pretty either.
Yeah,
I hate to say that, but
I think the loss to Indiana gives them some fuel, and they got
yeah,
Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, and Julian saying he was third in Heisman voting, so they're still stacked. Can't
yeah.
sleep on Ohio State.
I will say if they do play Miami, it'll be the first true test I think for that offense. So I would like to see that.
That's valid too, honestly, because Indiana has been great this season, but because of their offense, no one's really, their defense obviously has gotten the job done, but Miami and I'd say A&M, both of them have defenses that are just different, and Ohio State
Yeah.
has not seen anything like that yet.
Mhm.
Uh, Indiana's defense had Ohio State in hell. They only
See,
had 10 points.
that might be a concern, is the thing.
That's true.
I'm gonna go with Ohio State though, regardless of if it's Miami or A&M. Um, I mean, defending national champions, they did just lose to Indiana, but also I wonder about the mindset of players going into that game because it was pretty much a pointless game. Like both teams were going to make the playoff either way. And yeah, you want to win your conference championship. That's really cool. But like if you win your conference championship and don't win a title, who cares? Like congrats. That's a great season. Like your kids will be proud, but no one's going to be like who won, 10 years ago. You can probably remember the champion, the national champion, but your conference championships, no one really cares, man. So I wonder if that had any impact on the players at all, man, honestly. But um,
Mm.
Ohio State's really good though, man. I don't see them losing that game. Like I said, regardless if it's Miami or A&M.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't want to speak too far ahead, but I was gonna pick A&M over Miami, but I didn't think it really meant anything because none of them dudes can beat. I don't think those dudes can beat the Buckeyes. But
Yeah, he didn't care nothing about the
that
first round. He was just jumping ahead
yeah,
to the second round.
because it's like okay, you can win this right here, but can you win this next game right here against the real test? That's what I'm worried about.
So we got, yeah, I'm trying to keep up with this bracket here because we all got different brackets, but I have Texas Tech and Indiana in the Final Four, and Georgia and Ohio State. So yeah, mine is chalk. I have the top four seeds in the Final Four. Okay, I just noticed that.
Hey
But
man, it happened for basketball last year. You never
yeah,
know.
Thanks. It did. It did.
yeah. So my bracket is chalk. I'm kind of scared about that now. I didn't realize I went chalk until I looked at the numbers. But yeah, Texas Tech and Indiana, I believe that is the Peach Bowl they're playing in. So yeah, that's gonna be another good one. Two schools that Texas Tech spent a lot of money on NIL. They had Patrick Mahomes come in, give them custom jerseys. They had the silver Red Ranger jerseys. Those are fire. I kind of want one. Not a Tech fan, by the way, but yeah, they invested a ton of money into the Texas Tech program. It doesn't matter. Give me Kurt Signetti. Hoosiers are going to the national title game.
Now, it
Okay.
was. Let me ask you, Jay, real quick. Because it's Tech versus Oregon, right? That we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's
Wait.
say,
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
yeah. So, because I don't know, like that's your discussion. Ours would be, Oregon, Indiana. That's like a whole different ball game. Like, I don't know, man. If it's Tech,
Yeah.
I think
Indiana wins
Indiana
regardless.
wins. But if it's Oregon, I don't know, man. Which
It
Oregon
Indiana beat
teams match
Oregon.
up different. Something about Oregon, Indiana, like feels like an Oregon
Indiana beat
potential
Oregon, by the
upset,
way.
low key, bro. Yeah, yeah. What was the final score to that one? Do you remember?
I'm about to look it up. I don't. Let's
I,
see.
I want to say it was a close game. Um,
Indiana beat Oregon 30-20 in Oregon's
okay.
house.
All right. That's solid. That's solid. Tough to be the same team twice, like I said, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
If reviewing it as Tech, I will say Indiana.
My list was completely different. I had that Oregon Bama matchup, but I mean, Oregon Bama, I think I got to rock Bama because if Bama shows they beat Oklahoma and Indiana, yeah, they're waxing Oregon.
Yeah, I had the same feeling. But if it's the other way around, I probably go Indiana. But I'm not doing it that way. I'm doing it my way. So I'm going Oregon, Bama. I'm going Bama to the ship.
Bama
This
to the
is where it's
ship, huh?
getting tough, man, because
Yeah.
Jay's two teams were not in ours. Like, so
Yeah.
it's
The
getting really tough
bracket.
to like,
Yeah. The bracket is all mixed up. But
yeah,
thankfully, the other side of the bracket, we agreed on.
yeah,
That one should be
yeah.
difficult. But yeah,
Right,
the
right.
top half is a little bit confusing, but I got Indiana coming out of the Midwest region. That's not what it's called, but whatever you want to call it. And the other region for the rest of the Final Four, we got Georgia and Ohio State. I think 98% of the country has these two in the Final Four. And yeah, I can't wait for this game. If it does happen, I think it will happen. Georgia and Ohio State.
Time
Man,
it's happened, it's been entertainment, man.
man.
Yeah, that's a
I
crazy one.
Yeah, when's the last time they played? I feel like it was a crazy game in the postseason. Oh, I think it was the year they had CJ Stroud
Yeah, yes.
and Georgia won, I believe. Yeah, it's when they had CJ Stroud, Marvin Harrison.
And yeah,
Uh,
Georgia won 42-41.
yeah, yeah, that was nuts. Man, I think,
2022.
yeah, they had CJ Stroud, Marvin Harrison, all those guys. And I think they had Stetson Bennett. That's when Georgia won the title against, is it TCU maybe?
Yeah, with that 30-year-old man.
Yeah. It was either TCU or Bama. I can't remember,
Well,
but
they beat Bama in the championship. They just has Georgia
yeah,
just won one in the past, like with Kirby Smart, or have they won two?
two because remember they beat TCU
Yeah, it's
65 to
two.
7.
Oh, that's right, because yeah,
Yeah,
TCU.
65 to 7 in the Natty. That's yikes. But
Hey, that was
Georgia,
about like last year's too. Shit.
yeah, I think I got to go Georgia with that one just to pick. I don't know 100%, but Kirby Smart, he's got the championship. Well, Ryan Day does too. That's not a good argument. Uh, yeah, Ryan Day won last year, but I'm gonna go Georgia. I'm just gonna take the pick. There's no analysis. That's tough.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a great game, man.
Yeah.
it might come down to a missed field goal. Didn't the kicker at Ohio State miss a field goal
Yeah, against
against
Indiana.
Indiana?
Oh
Yep,
yeah, Jaden Fielding.
field goal to tie, and he
Yeah.
missed it.
Yep.
Yeah, it might come down. It might be one of those games.
Yeah,
But I think
I'll take Georgia on that one, but I think he's right. It's gonna be down to the wire, and I think it'll
Yeah.
be a high offense game. It'll be a lot of fun for everyone watching, I think.
I just think Georgia has more to offer on the defensive side, so I got to go with Georgia.
Okay, so now we made it to the Natty. My national championship prediction is Oregon. I mean, not Oregon. Shit. Georgia versus Indiana. So, two-time national defending champion in 22 and 23 versus Indiana. They made the playoffs last year, got blitzed by Notre Dame. It was bad. They want revenge. They're coming back. Man, give me Indiana, man. National champions.
They
National
beating
champs.
two SEC teams on their way. No
Indiana
way.
Indiana goes through Alabama, Texas Tech, and Georgia to win the 2025 national championship. You heard it here first.
Wow.
You
Ladies and
you put
gentlemen,
money on that?
do not put money on that.
I'm putting money on it. Yes,
All right,
sir.
well, they already lost, so we good.
Yeah. Indiana goes 16 and 0. High, they have a Heisman and get their first championship.
I
The
think Georgia.
Heisman,
I
man.
think. I think Georgia comes out on top and gets number three.
I hate to say it, but I agree. I think Georgia's going to win it. And I hate Georgia with a passion. So that sucks. I'd love to see Indiana win it because, like, they really come out of nowhere. They got a great coach right now. Like, that'd be a very different team to come out and win it. Not a Georgia, Ohio State, Bama, whatever. But it's probably going to be, it's probably going to be Georgia.
And yeah, what's y'all's national championship matchup? Georgia and because y'all don't have Indiana, right?
In like my initial picks, I did have Indiana, but like I need to see some more stuff first. It's hard with Bama because like if Bama is top, playing at their best, then like I could see them making it too. I don't know. But also Oregon's good. It's tough, man.
I know it would be crazy because that'd be what Georgia and Bama's what third time playing each other on the season.
Third time.
Jeez.
That would be exciting though. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, people will be
Yeah.
pissed because I don't know. If you're not an SEC fan, you hate the SEC pretty much.
But yeah, I think it's a big point for the SEC to prove with all these SEC schools getting not getting put into the playoffs and with harder schedules. And then with them trying to dumb down the SEC, make it seem like it's not as tough as it used to be, with everything they've rerouted. I think it'd be a big statement for them to just SEC just to run through the playoffs and be like, nah.
Hmm. I'm still stuck on Georgia and Ohio State. I still don't know who's gonna win that game.
Yeah, that game hurts my brain, honestly. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
So it is. If Ohio State wins, they don't win the Natty. But if Georgia wins, I think they do win the Natty.
I do
I,
think if it was a
that's
Ohio
fair.
State Indiana rematch, I think that'd be pretty fun too.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then I'd have to go to Ohio State on that one. I can't lie.
On a
Because that'd be the
rematch,
game
you
that
gotta
actually
go Ohio State.
matters. Yeah.
And it took a missed field goal, like they would have gone to
Yeah, that's
overtime.
true.
Yeah, if it's them two, I'm going Ohio State.
There's a lot of rematches in this playoff bracket.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
torn. I'm
I mean, I've
torn
been up with
between.
one.
I'm torn between Georgia winning it and Ohio State going back to back. I don't know. I might have to tap out. I might have to tap out like John Cena. I'm tapping out, man.
uh, yeah, I don't think OSU's going back to back. I don't see it. Yeah.
The team's as good. I don't think they're as good as they were last year.
Yeah, they lost Will Howard, Judkins, Travion Henderson, all those guys. They still got a lot of talent, but I just don't see them repeating personally.
Yeah. Like
I'm,
those are
I'm
your
just
big
afraid.
time players. They're gone.
I'm just afraid Indiana's gonna win, and I'm gonna have to hear it. I'm gonna have to hear it from somebody I know.
Yeah, just pick Indiana. Stay on that side when the Hoosiers win.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't stick my left toe in Indiana. To be honest with you.
We got, was it three Georgia and one Indiana?
Yeah, what you gonna do when Indiana goes out week two?
I don't know. Yeah, I might have to delete this episode. I have to erase the footage.
Lost files. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Real. But yeah, all three y'all pick Georgia, right?
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I tapped out. Remember?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah
picks
he don't want to pick.
whoever wins between Georgia and Ohio State. That's who he's got.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just said that.
whoever. Yeah,
That's
whatever. Yeah, whoever's gonna win. I think whoever's gonna win between Georgia and Ohio State, that's gonna win the national championship.
well, yeah, you heard it here first. And bouncing off of that, like I said, Fernando Mendoza, he was the Heisman winner. I got them winning the Natty and going undefeated. First QB to do that since Joe Burr, Joe Burrow in LSU in 2019. So I want to talk about the Heisman a little bit. So my question to y'all is, do you think the Heisman was deserved over the likes of Diego Pavia, Jeremiah Love, and Julian Sand?
I
And
don't know.
is this one of the weakest Heisman races in years as well? I've been seeing people say that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the justification for the Heisman was there for strictly football numbers. But if you take out what Pavia did for Vandy as a whole, like Vandy has been the bottom of the barrel forever. And the fact that they go 10-2 and he's dogging dudes, like went to UT, like that ain't even a game that even sounded right, like for them to win.
They
So
get
I don't
Tennessee
know.
belt in Knoxville.
Yeah, like that's not even supposed to happen ever. I'm not even a Tennessee fan, but that's crazy work. So I think what he did as a whole for that program and everything else, I think it was a no brainer. He should have been the Heisman, but strictly football numbers, I can see why they did it.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like I think other quarterbacks could have been playing for Indiana and have put up similar numbers. However, not many quarterbacks could have gone in Nashville at Vandy and done what he did. So, best overall player, not sure if they got it right on that, but on paper, based on that, the football numbers like you said, I agree with it. I think, or at least it's fine. It's not one that I'm like enraged about. But either way, this like if you look at all of their numbers compared to like the last several quarterback Heisman's, like this was not the best Heisman race we've ever had. Like this has been the worst in recent memory, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, Mendoza made Kyle Trask look like Joe Montana,
Kyle
stats
Trask
wise.
had Kyle Trask wasn't even the runner-up in the Heisman, and he had over like 1,000 more yards passing, I think,
Yeah,
something
he
like that,
had
more
Yeah,
touchdowns. Like,
he had
yeah,
4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. It was something crazy up there with
yep,
Mac Jones. But
yeah,
yeah, I think Pavia deserved it as well. I thought he was going to win it. Honestly, he was trying to aura farm his way to a Heisman, like Travis Hunter did. He was striking the Heisman pose every single game after they beat LSU. So I thought he was going to win it. It's usually like those guys that are super charismatic. Like when they walk in the building, everybody's excited to watch them, like a Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson,
Mm.
Jaden Daniels. I thought he was going to win it based off of that. Travis Hunter, too. Just those guys who are striking the Heisman pose in the game, they usually win it. So I'm surprised they didn't give it to him personally.
That's true. Honestly, he was a quarterback that people would tune in to watch him play. People who were
Exactly.
watching Indiana were like Indiana fans. You know, they weren't like
yeah,
tuning in to see, oh, what crazy play is he gonna pull off this time? Like, because he really wasn't doing all that. With Vandy, people
Right.
were watching, like me personally too, specifically watching Vandy games just to see him play because he's
For
exciting
Pavia.
to watch, man.
Yeah. It's just like
fact.
Texas A&M we used to watch for Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, man, he gave me
Yeah,
similar vibes to him too.
dude,
Yeah,
it's like the
he's
first year ever. I heard UT fans like, "I'm scared to play Vandy this year." And then and then right at the start of the game, they're like, you text them like, "What happened?" And like, we're losing this game. Like first quarter, they're like, "We lost." Like
Yeah.
I've never
Mhm.
seen let alone a Vandy quarterback do that to UT as a whole. Like give that they should have gave that man the Heisman for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
as
baby Manziel. Everything he
yep.
did for Nashville, the city, beat Alabama. Vanderbilt should not be beating Alabama.
No,
Yeah, as a Florida fan, this was the first time I ever said that I was glad we didn't have Vandy on the schedule. Usually it's a free win, but no, I
Yeah,
was happy we didn't play him this year.
scheduled win every year.
Yeah.
like those are the academics too, dude. Like the academics were really getting active on the field. That's what's crazy.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was a bit of a snub. It's kind of like last year because I was stuck last year. I think Ashton Genty should have won it over Travis too. So it's two pretty good candidates, but it's hard to pick.
I don't know. I, I didn't want Travis won it last year, but I ain't gonna say Genty was my choice.
Who's winning Heisman over Travis and Genty?
Cam.
Was he even third in voting?
Yeah.
He was.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I don't think that was realistic. Not over Genty and Travis.
Genty didn't
There's my
play
hot
anybody.
take.
Genty, I feel like didn't play anybody, so his numbers should have been. They should have been crazy, exaggerated like they were. Travis, I mean, yeah, he can do what he does on both sides of the ball, but I mean, he really didn't. I mean, he went crazy. I feel like more so on the offensive side than the defensive side. And they kept trying to use the prime example. Oh, they're not throwing the ball his way. He's like prime. No, I don't think that was it all the way. I think it was a lot of hype to it. He also had the first two-way player in a minute. Like it was, I can see it happening, but I don't
Hey,
know.
you won that bit though.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did.
Jaguar.
Hurt.
Oh, he is a Jaguar. How you feeling about
Yeah.
him
I liked
so
what I
far?
saw when he played, but he's been injured for the past. I mean, he's out for the season, obviously. So,
He's
uh,
too little. I still feel like he needed to go through that Tebow transformation, and then he would have been a dog. But I mean, he's. I just think he's too little. Like he's got an NBA build to play in the NFL.
You're saying he needs to be juiced like Tebow?
Not even like Tebow, but like he needs a little more mass. He had to look like Bobo. Like
mm,
Yeah, yeah. He does look like a stick out there.
I think that just comes with experience, but I don't know if he puts on more mass, it might reduce his speed. But
shoot, look at Tyreek. He juiced his mass through the roof, and that speed didn't go anywhere.
Mm, that's true.
yeah, but
Tyreek
Tyrese
is jacked.
is born. Tyrese is born an animal. He was
Mm,
born different.
a cheetah, literally.
His neck bigger than my head.
Yeah. But yeah, staying on that topic of the Heisman winners, I've got the oh yeah, Simon, I got the blind rank for you today. I think it's going to be pretty difficult. Alex can explain why.
Yeah, this is what happens when you miss your designated episode. We're gonna give you the hardest blind rank in the show's history. So we're gonna rank previous Heisman's. You know, it's rules apply 1 through 5. At the end, you get a chance to switch your list up. You're definitely gonna want to on this one, so we'll just keep it like that. Number 1, Tim Tebow.
goat, the college football goat. So,
Where are you putting him? 1 through 5.
all right, let's do. I'm gonna keep him at one for now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little biased here, but I'm gonna keep him at one for now.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Crableg himself, Jameis Winston. Remember, we're judging strictly off of college performances.
Yeah. Number three.
Johnny Football.
Oh, wait, I can or can't switch
At
Not
the end.
at the
Yeah.
end? All right.
yeah, you got to keep what you got.
For now, I'll put him at two.
RG3.
Dude, RG3 was a dog, man. RG3 was a dog. I'll
Yeah,
put
he
him at
was.
four. I already know I'm switching things up, man. I'll put him at four.
And lastly, Cam Newton.
God, I knew you were gonna say Cam Newton, bro. And obviously he's not number five. He's number five based on what I put. If I and now I can switch it. I can change it up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna keep Tebow at one. I'm gonna put Cam at two. Let me get. Honestly, bro, I want Jameis at five, and then between RG3 and Johnny Football, We'll go with Johnny Football at three and RG3 at four. Still, I mean that's tough between the two.
Dang.
Like Johnny Manziel was like exciting, but RG3 was really good, man.
Then Jameis at five, even though he won a natty.
Dude, he's a good quarterback, man. He's a good quarterback, but like I don't know. I think
That's tough.
it is tough. That's a tough one. I knew he was gonna say Cam Newton too. That's why I was
See,
like,
we
wait,
even
can I
helped you
switch?
out. We didn't even throw
Mm.
Joe in that list too.
Yeah, I was like, he made it easier for you because I told him to put Joe Burrow.
Joe would have been,
Yeah.
dude. I don't even wanna.
All right, if we had a sixth spot, where's Joe Burrow end up on that list?
In the
Surely
sixth
he takes
spot,
Tebow's spot.
Yeah. Throw Lamar in there while we at it.
Throw Derrick Henry in there while you got
okay,
it.
all right. It's getting
No,
a
I was
little
playing.
crazy,
I
y'all.
was
It's getting a
playing.
little crazy.
Yeah, let's keep Joe. Let's keep Joe. My fault.
Reggie Bush too while you at it.
Bring Reggie back, dude. Joe Burrow would be top three for sure.
Yeah.
Cam and Tebow are like very similar players. They're kind of hard to compare, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that he was his backup, I'll never get over that.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I don't like to think about the fact that we almost had him like stay as a Gator, bro. Who knows
Yeah.
what would have happened with the program?
That would have been wild.
I didn't even know he was a Gator until recently.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought he was a Tiger for life.
Yeah, no, he was Tim Tebow's backup, and then he got kicked off of campus for stealing a laptop.
It's something about them Florida issues, you know.
Him and Jameis, bro.
Yeah, he got kicked off of UF's campus, then he transferred to a junior college in Texas. Then Auburn picked him up, and he won a Heisman in 1 year.
That year was crazy too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cam torched NCAA.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't understand too is how like Cam succeeded in the NFL. He won MVP, went to the Super Bowl, but Tim couldn't. And I always thought they had similar play styles, but I don't know. That's just something I always thought about.
So and Tebow did do that transformation too. Like I remember that first was it Tebow in the gym with like the chains as soon as he did like his little social media hiatus and he came out jacked and I was like, oh shoot, that's rookie of the year. And I was like, gosh. He even got
Tebow is
like
still jacked to this day.
yeah, but dang, he peaked at Florida. Let's be real.
Yeah, man, he had that
He
one
did.
good season with the Broncos.
Yeah,
They beat the
he beat the
Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah, that was a good year, but that was
Yeah.
it, man.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Demarius Thomas.
Yeah, rest
Yeah,
in peace.
that was a crazy game. But yeah, man, I think we covered everything for tonight. I'm excited for the playoffs. This would be a good one coming up. And yeah, hopefully we get some good games. Last year it was kind of weak in the first round. It was a bunch of blowouts. So I'm expecting some great games this year. But yeah, y'all got any final thoughts, Alex, David?
Hey,
Not doing good. Just
if Indiana win, I'll sell my entire shoe collection.
well, Jay
That's
put money
crazy.
on it, so your shoe's safe.
Uh, say goodbye to your shoe collection because it's happening.
I will
Nah.
say, once we get to the championship game and we see who the final two teams are, I'm excited to look back at this episode because we all had, once he got deeper into the playoff, we had some different stuff. I mean, there were
Mhm.
matchups we were talking about with you had two teams, we had two different teams. I'm excited to see whose will age well, whose
Yeah.
predictions.
So,
Let's see though.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a great episode. You know, reminder again at the Burner Syndicate at gmail.com. Hit us up. Any promotions, we got you. We'll hit you with more details.
Yeah. What Chris Brown say? Say goodbye. Say goodbye to the collection.
No,
But
he
yeah.
said, "Give me that. Give me that."
But yeah. Simon, what'd you think about the rebrand? I know, yeah, this is your first episode. You were on the Burner Talk
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, I mean, I've got
That was the show.
some Burner Talk merch. I'm gonna have to get some Burner Syndicate merch now to update my stuff. But I do like it. I like the logo too. Next episode I'm on, we're gonna have to do this where I got it on behind me too as my background instead of my wall in the corner. Uh,
Oh yeah, we should have did that because we had Jonathan come on a few weeks ago. He put on the logo behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
crossed my mind, but like after we'd already started, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
I should have that behind me right now. So next time. But I do like it. The logo's sick, and but I appreciate y'all having me on, man. It's a good episode. It's fun. Maybe we
Always.
do another before the championship game or something, and we can look back on some of Jalen's garbage takes and make fun of him a little bit. But yeah, no, it was great being on, man.
Yeah. We'll put him on TikTok. I'll get cooked on TikTok. We'll see. Got Indiana as the natty. And yeah, Alex just needs to start putting like a JPEG of the Burner Syndicate logo in with the Zoom invite. So y'all are just ready to go. Got a whole care package.
Thanks. We'll update that. We'll update that.
Yeah,
All
hey, I
right.
brought it up once, but y'all need to do a follow-up with Noah regarding that movie take he had, bro. The Denzel thing, that because that was the most insane take I've ever seen on the podcast, bro.
Oh
And that
man,
was one. The whole screen had the
that was
same face.
hilarious.
That was. It was like, ain't no way. We all over here ranking Denzel in the top two, and you just said his son
This is
better than
Denzel.
he is.
So
Like, it
His
was like,
son.
what?
he said E from Barbershop.
Hey, that man was all over the place that night.
And
Best cooks in
what
front.
he know about barbershop?
Yeah, JP was frying him.
Dude, and that
Like,
really was the movie he tried to go with for best. He really chose Eve, and it was off of that movie. Like, oh
uh,
gosh,
but yeah, we'll get him back on. We'll have y'all on as a duo
Oh
for
yeah, that'd be
sure.
a good time.
for sure. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
thank, that's the end of this one. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to the Burner Syndicate. Thank you, Simon, for joining the show as well. You know the drill. Thanks for keeping it real. And go stream the Burner, man. Go stream it. Episodes are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. Find us on IG, TikTok, X as well. At Burner Talk Pod is the handle. You know the deal. As always, this is your host, Jay Fudge, and you just listen to the Burner Syndicate. And we're out of here. Peace.